Hey guys, Zach Rebele here again with Reb Baseball YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over how to turn a double play as a second baseman, how to be more efficient, and how to make yourself look like you have a cannon. So let's get into it. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to maximize your potential in turning double plays at second base. Okay, so we're going to start out with the fundamentals here. The base is lined up for you to be the third baseman, or the shortstop's probably at this angle, and first base is directly this way. Okay, so we're set up here. I'm the second baseman. What I always tell my second basemen is, please be early to the bag if possible. Okay, I'm not big into timing the ball. There's too many variables. The ball might not be thrown well. Now I'm worried about stepping on the base, catching, and trying to throw all in one. Okay, especially at the younger age groups, there's no way that's going to happen. Okay, we definitely want to get to the bag early. Okay, hustle, explode to the bag, break down, and be ready. Okay, so the first thing we're going to teach is slightly turn your left foot towards first base. Okay, not completely awkwardly all the way towards first. You're probably going to point it a little bit more, probably towards the pitcher a little bit, or maybe in between pitcher and first base. Okay, what that is doing is, one, if a guy did a hit and run, or for some reason the guy is getting down the line pretty fast and the ball was hit kind of slow, and they're bearing down on you and they're trying to slide in, if I turn my left foot towards first, it hinges that way. Okay, my foot hinges that way. If I turn it sideways and I square up with my knee or my foot to wherever the ball's coming from, and this guy accidentally slides in, boom, my knee doesn't go that way. Okay, that's a torn ACL waiting to happen or something else. Okay, so first thing, get to the base, get a good base, turn your left foot towards your target. It also helps you start getting momentum going to where you're trying to go. Okay, so I'm going to square up to wherever this ball is. Okay, if it's a slow roll to the third baseman, he's going to be more in this angle. I'm going to square up this way. If it's hit right at him, I'm squared up here. If it's hit to the shortstop, I'm squared up here. And if it's way up the middle, past the second base bag up here, I'm going to square up this way. Okay, I might even slightly start turning my foot a little bit so I can make sure I catch this ball. Okay, the most important thing about a double play is to make sure the first out. The worst thing that can happen is you, as the transfer guy, tries to be too quick, drops the ball, and now everybody's safe. Okay, that's a massive inning. We have to make sure the first out. Okay, so boom, let's say he makes a good throw. Third baseman hits it straight to the third baseman. First base is this direction. I'm squared up, ready to get the ball. I'm in a good athletic stance. My hands are right here, ready to go. This ball is thrown to me. Okay, I'm going to step with my right leg. The only way this is possible is if I get to the base early. I'm going to step with my right leg to the ball. Okay, right when that ball lands in my glove is right when my foot hits the ground. Bam. Okay, I see a lot of guys catching and then stepping. That's too late. Or stepping and then trying to catch. It's too early. Okay, right as that ball hits my glove is right when my right foot hits the ground. Boom. Okay, now I have to make sure it's a good throw first. I'm not going to step towards my target, just like a first baseman. I'm not stepping towards where the ball is coming from until I see where it's going. I don't want to step here and him throw it back here. Now we got bigger issues. Okay, I see a good throw, I turn my foot, I see a good throw, I step to the good throw, it hits my glove, my foot hits, I take one step downhill and let it rip. Okay, if he ends up leading me, which is where I really wanted it, now I take a step that direction towards where the ball's going. I can get way downhill and gain extra ground away from second base towards first. Okay, the reason this makes you look like you have a cannon, one, you're gaining momentum this direction. Okay, if they lead you where you're supposed to get it, which is right off this left shoulder all the time, from my shortstop, third baseman, they lead me into it, I have momentum going downhill. Okay, at that point I can let the ball rip. All right, I'm clearing the base. I know it's not as important anymore, but I'm still clearing the base so they can't take me out. So as I gain ground, I'm getting away from the base and I'm getting momentum downhill. Everybody wants to receive this way, okay? If you watch, I catch and I throw, my left foot's across from the base. That's a 90-foot throw. If they lead me like I want and I come across the base, I can catch, boom. Now all of a sudden it's more like a 87-foot throw with momentum. Here I'm flat-footed. I mean, the best I can do is catch and try to step into it, okay? Here I'm getting momentum. Boom, catch, throw, okay? It's gonna make your arm look that much better, but you have to make sure of the first out and you have to make sure it's a good throw, okay? Times when I go backwards, right? Times that I'll go backwards is ball up the middle to the second baseman, okay? Bad throw on the back side of the bag here. I'm just gonna utilize this bag as my protection, catch, and fire, okay? Most of the time, I wanna be able to go across. I tell my shortstops before, if I'm a second baseman, I gotta tell them. If I'm a shortstop and I'm doing my double plays, I gotta tell my second baseman where I want it. Boom, I'm telling them, I want it off this front shoulder. I want it off this front shoulder. They throw it there, downhill, okay? If it's hit up the middle, I'm gonna square up, make sure I catch. He's probably gonna give me a flip from that angle. It's not too far away, I'm gonna catch, step, make sure I clear the runner, and throw, okay? And do our best to get him out. At that point, we're gonna do our best, but we have to make sure of the out, like I said. Now, if he bobbles it or something, I can switch my feet and play first base. If he bobbles it, I can switch feet, play first base, reach and catch, and make sure we get an out, okay? Last thing I'm gonna tell you today, we want to try and catch the ball this way. I'm going to try to make a play on everything at this angle, okay? I wanna make sure I get low and I'm ready for a bad throw. If they throw it, you know, technically below my waist, but by the time I bend down knee height, I might have to catch and transfer this way, okay? But I really am trying to get my hand down, or hand up, I guess, technically, so I can transfer this direction and go to my target. Here, it's harder to transfer, okay? So I'm gonna get low on a low throw. If it's this high, I can still get low and bam, and still get there, okay? If it's really low, shin high, below the knees, I might have to do this one and just try to fire it over there, okay? But we have to expect a bad throw, and I'm trying to get this direction when I catch the ball, okay? Not this way. That's too difficult, okay? So today you're just learning a small few tips here to make your game look better. It passes the eye test compared to everybody else. I watched it in the World Series. It might have been it might have been right before the World Series, whatever it was, in the playoffs. I saw a guy not come across the base. It was a good throw. Instead, he went behind. He throws it over there. The guy's safe by this much. They end up replaying it. He's safe. Well, if he would have gone downhill, he would have had him out by, half a step, maybe a little less than half a step, okay? It becomes, as you move up the ladder, it becomes the difference in the game, okay? Don't forget your fundamentals. Even if you're super talented and have a cannon, this is way faster than this way. I promise, with your arm strength and everything else, okay? Make up ground. The best guys in the world at this pass the eye test, okay? So go ahead and try to apply those in your practice. Remember, left foot down, right as that ball hits my glove, my right foot hits, I step, and I'm downhill towards my target, okay? Good luck, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you like this. Let me know if you have any other suggestions on things that you want to hear fundamental-wise or even higher level than just fundamentals. And I would love to help explain this to you guys. I really enjoy this YouTube channel, and go ahead and subscribe down below. That way you get the rest of my videos as well. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day. See ya.